Hi you all, welcome back to my garden. It has been quite some time since I had you all in my front garden. We are going to be working in this area here, in this front garden bed specifically. You can see that we have a little bit of maintenance that we're going to be doing on our containers here. We're also going to be doing some maintenance on the garden bed. But can we say hello to these hydrangeas here? The hydrangeas at the top, they're just now starting to come in. They're just now starting to put their lace cap, if you will, on. We have a quick fire stander here and it's underplanted with a big leaf hydrangea, sometimes referred to as the mop head, but it's called the Macrophylla hydrangea, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite varieties. You can see them in different shades of whites. You can see them in the blues, the purples, the even deep burgundy colors as well, and of course the pink and the classic blue. So took a hydrangea stander and we underplanted them with a beautiful big leaf hydrangea, and I totally love the feel. Now we're at the time in the season where we need to come in and start giving a little bit of trim to some of the blooms that got knocked down by the storm. So we had a major windstorm, and that storm kind of just took everything, and it was rocking and it was shaking. So we're going to go in and trim it up. Let me show you what the other one looks like down on the other end of this flower bed, because they're both identical here. This hydrangea right here is giving all the looks and all the feel, with the exception of the bottom. It is extremely dry. We're going to make sure we water this one in as well. This hydrangea on this end gets hit with more sun than the one down on the other end. So therefore, this hydrangea is put through the ringer more. It's put through a lot more stress because it is in direct sunlight, and it really does not get any protection from the afternoon sun. One of the things that hold true with the hydrangeas, they do have a draping habit, especially once your hydrangea mop head, the blooms come out. Even with your panicles, you'll start to see you get a heavy rain, it gets pelted. We want our hydrangeas to take us a little bit further in the season, and I'll show you exactly how we're going to do that. So let's get the supplies. We're going to start in by cleaning up the undercarriage of these containers here. So we're going to get up the clovers or the wood sorrel. So we're going to clean these out of this bed right here. We're going to come in behind. We're going to clean up back here as well. We're going to pull weeds. We're going to come in, pull all of the weeds over here. Pull the weeds. Pull all of these weeds. And then we're going to get everything set up on drip here. And then we'll go in and do a little bit of underplanting here in this flower bed. So this is going to be our goal for today. So we're going to be working in this bed heavily here. not making it back home, and this container got knocked over here. We had some strong winds, so this is what the bottom of it is looking like. You can see there is some drainage rock here. This came out of the bottom of the container. Now for my containers, when I have these big large containers right here, I do not fill them all the way up with soil, period. So this came out the bottom of the container. The soil's dry here. Yep, soil's dry. Some of the hydrangeas have fallen out. That's okay. It's still, actually it's still living. If we take this, it's on its last leg, but you can see it's pushing back out. Hydrangeas are very resilient. So we'll take this and set this off to the side. I'm just going to set it right there for right now. We didn't get a chance to clean all of this out before I left. Here's what the other container looks like. This one gets shelter from sun, so you can see the hydrangeas in the bottom don't look as bad, but they still look bad. So all of this is going to be pulled. Every last one of these are going to be pulled. So you can see the weeds and everything are way more progressed from the last time you all seen them. First thing I do want to do, normally I would say not to water your hydrangeas in the heat of the sun. This hydrangea is struggling, and this specimen is way too old, and I don't want to stress it out even more than what it already is. You can see the leaves are tattered. I mean, honey, it was out here fending for itself. I'm going to saturate this container to where it's going to be so much water in here. The soil is going to expand out. Yeah, this container is flipped all the way around. Like, this is the normal back of the container right here. I'm hoping that my leaves don't turn brown and my blooms will not turn brown, because I'm telling you, with hydrangeas, sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. I'm not sure how many days it's been wilted down like this, because I just got back. So as much water, if you run across this situation, as much water as you can get inside of your container. It's definitely, see, it's flowing out the bottom just like I expected. Okay, so it's flowing out of the bottom already, but I am going to add water still at the top. Yeah, and all these hydrangeas are going to live. I'm not even worried about that. Every last one of them. Okay, do I have a pool at the top? Let's move the, okay, nope, it's still going straight through. See, I kind of want to flood it, you know what I'm saying, from the top of the container, so we'll keep watering. But I want to make it so that we kind of get like a puddle in the top here. But it's going to be hard because we have a very large drainage hole in the bottom of this container, so it's going to be hard. Because it's basically a bottomless terracotta pot. So that's what we have going on here. So yeah, so you see how I'm getting like these puddles? Can you see it right here? I'm getting these puddles. That's what I want. And then we'll come back and we'll hit this tomorrow. All right, let's water the one down at the other end now. I wasn't gonna water it, but I'm gonna go ahead and water it. Let me get the water hose. So you can see all of my drainage rock right here, where the drainage rock got pulled out. This is where it met contact here. These are remnants. This is a terracotta pot, you guys. It's been out here for over a decade. Actually longer than a decade. Messing stuff up here. I want to leave whatever I have in good standing Okay, let me go over the hydrangea. Okay, go around this way right here. I'm gonna water all of this in so it can get some real good water. I'll probably come out here and I'll hit it again probably about like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll come out here and hit them with some water. And get on the sides here. So this is watered in real good. Is it coming out the bottom yet? So yeah, it's coming out the bottom on this side. So I know we're good here. It's been watered. I am going to come back. I'm going to hit them at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Probably 3 or 4, maybe closer to 4. Because my mornings normally start about 2 a.m. Okay, so this is the effect that I wanted. You see how the water is like pooling in? This is what I want. So when you overhydrate your plant, when it's been dehydrated, you want to get those pockets of water here, like what I have right here. So can you see that pocket of water? Okay, now watch how it drains down. So then I let it just kind of drain out like that. I'll come back and I'll hit these at 3 a.m. Let's go ahead and turn the water out. I'm like so devastated, but I'm not. It's okay. It'll all work out for us good. All of these are still living. Do you see how is the buds here? You see that? You see the new leaves that's coming in? So it's going to be okay up here. Yep, this is what the top of it looks like. So it was just getting ready to start its show. And you can see I have more protection on this side than I have on the other side.